Good morning, children. Welcome to Good Samaritan School Physical Education class. So, children, as we are on 8th chapter, so today we will look one more topic from this chapter, that is types of movement. Children, as you can see in this slide, there are mainly 5 type of movements. First one is gliding movement, then angular movement, circumduction movement, rotation, and the last one is other movement. So, children, today we will discuss all movement one by one, okay? So the first one is gliding movement. Children, this type of movement take place in a joint. In this, one flat bone surface slip over another similar surface, okay? And it is totally different from angular movement and rotatory movement. For example, while playing badminton, or I can say any racket game, we mainly use our wrist joint, right? Where this type of movement occur, okay? Second type of movement is angular movement. This type of movement occur only between the long bones. And children, while performing angular movement, the angle between the two bones is either increase or decrease, okay? There are various movement comes under the angular movement. As you can see here, first one is flexion. See children, whenever we bend the part of joint, any part of joint, so the angle between them decreases, right? And part come closer together, that is called flexion, okay? Next one is extension. See, whenever we straighten the part of joint, the angle between them increases. That is called extension. It is opposite to the flexion. Okay. For example, straightening the lower limb at the knee, as you can see in this picture also. Now, the third one is abduction. In this type of movement, we move a part away from the midline. For example, lifting the upper limb horizontally to the side of the body. Okay. Now, the fourth one is adduction. In this, we move a part towards the midline. For example, returning the upper limb from the horizontal position to the side of the body. Okay, children? Now, the third type of movement is circumduction. Children, it is a compound circular movement which involves flexion, extension, adduction and abduction. Okay? This type of movement mainly seen in the shoulder and hip joint. Okay? Now the fourth one is rotation. Children, we all are familiar with this type of movement because whenever we perform stretching exercise before playing any game, we include neck rotation or trunk rotation, right? So we can say rotation is a movement in which a bone moves around a central axis without any displacement from the axis, okay? Or in simple word, I can say moving a part around an axis is called rotation. Clear? Now the last category is other movements. Children, in this I involve those basic movements which we perform daily, like hyperextension. It means to access extension of the part of joint. Okay, especially in yoga and aerobics we perform this movement. Next one is dorsiflexion. This type of movement occur when we stretch the ankle joint upward, or I can say bending the foot upward is the example of dorsiflexion. Okay. Next one is plantar flexion. This movement is opposite of dorsiflexion. This movement occurs when we bend the foot downward. Okay. Fourth one is inversion. This movement occurs while tilting the foot so the sole face into the midline. Okay. Now the next one is protraction. It is also a movement. It involves moving a part forward. For example, thrusting the chin up forward. Okay. Next one is retraction. This movement is opposite from protraction. When we move a part backward, that is called retraction. Okay, for example, pulling the chin backward. Clear, children? Thank you, everyone. I hope this topic is clear to all children. But if you still have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.